Hello, and welcome to Government 2306, Texas Government. My name is Scotty Edler, and I will be your professor this term. This is an online course. That means, obviously, we will only meet online. There will be no on-campus meeting. My office location is either online or by telephone, and my office hours are by appointment. If you need to reach me, you can do so by my office phone, 903-875-7406, or you may contact me by my cell phone, 940-642-5219. You may also email me at scotty.edler@navarrocollege.edu. Government 2306 will study the origin and development of the Texas Constitution. We will also look at the structure and powers of state and local government. We will look at federalism and the relationship between the federal government or the United States government and the state or Texas government. We will also look at intergovernmental relations, political participation, the election process, public policy, and the political culture of the state of Texas. When it comes to prerequisites, you must be a sophomore or with the consent of the instructor, and this course will fulfill 1/2 or 3 hours of the 6-hour requirement mandated by the state of Texas. The instructional materials. The first required material is the textbook. The current textbook is Texas Politics Today by Mark P. Jones, William E. Maxwell, Ernest Crane, Morhea Davis, Christopher Wesleyan, and Elizabeth Flores. The ISBN for this book is 978-13377-99843. The current book is the 2017-2018 edition. We do recommend that you have the current edition, although if you have the 2016-2017 edition, I don't think it's a major problem. You can get this at the bookstore. You may also buy it online through Amazon or some other source. The only thing is, by getting it through the textbook, you will be guaranteed to get the MindTap digital access. You may not get that through Amazon, so that's just something you will need to know. The second thing you'll need for this course is a webcam. This course does require proctored testing. Exams are mainly done in the Navarro College Testing Center. However, if you plan to take your quizzes and exams online, off campus, aka at home, you must use the browser lockdown monitor, and that will require some kind of webcam component. Now, you don't have to buy the most expensive webcam. Some webcams are built right into the computer, whether it's on a laptop or the screen of a desktop. You can also purchase a cheap USB webcam from places like Walmart or Target. It does not have to be expensive. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on this thing. You're not going to be shooting a video. It'll be simply so that the instructor and the browser lockdown can actually see you and see what you're doing. The student learning outcomes. These are the things that, upon completion of the course, the state of Texas would like to make sure that students know about Texas government. The first is for you to explain the origin and development of the Texas Constitution. The second thing is that you can describe the state and local political systems and how their relationship is with the federal government. The third is for you to be able to describe the separation of powers and the checks and balances, whether it's in theory or practice within the state of Texas. Fourth, we want you to demonstrate some kind of knowledge of the legislative, executive, and judicial branches of the Texas government. 5, we want you to evaluate the role of public opinion, interest groups, and political parties in Texas. 6, we want you to analyze the state and local election process. 7, identify the rights and responsibilities of citizens. And 8, analyze the issues, policies, and political culture of the state of Texas. Now, these student learning outcomes will be assessed. They will be measured by the chapter quizzes within MindTap. The core objectives are things that we want the student to know when they leave the course that have not necessarily anything to do with the subject matter, but that's able to make them a better human being, to influence your life as a whole going forward, not just in the study of history or political science or philosophy, but throughout your overall rest of your life and work career. One of the things we want you guys to learn is critical thinking skills, creative thinking, innovation, inquiry, analysis, evaluation, and synthesis of information. Essentially, can you think about things and make an opinion based on facts, not just an opinion based on how you feel? So in this course and all courses at Navarro College, what we ask you guys to do is to think critically. Don't think simply based on a gut feeling, but rather take information, take facts, be able to digest those facts, and then turn around and come up with some kind of fact-based opinion that you can then hold throughout the rest of your life. And going along with that is communication skills. Are you able to take those facts and take that interpretation and express them in a written, oral, and visual communication? So if someone were to ask you about something that we're going to discuss in Texas history, will you be able to write about it in order for, say, me or someone else to be able to get your opinion? And will you present facts in order to back up that opinion? And that goes right along with the empirical and quantitative skills. Are you able to take numerical data and observable facts and use those for your conclusions? That is essentially going to be your evidence. We'll also ask that you learn social responsibility, where through the knowledge of civic responsibility and your relationship with different cultures and experiences, whether you're then able to turn around and engage with people in your region or people on the national level or people internationally. Are you going to be able to go overseas to, say, Great Britain or France? And are you going to be able to behave yourself in a way that you can get along and that you can work together? Personal responsibility, this is a very important one as well. This is where you're going to learn, if you haven't done so already, how to connect your choices, your actions, to consequences, and whether or not you can make ethical decisions. Finally, teamwork. This is going to be the ability to look at different points of view and yet still work effectively. Maybe you're a Republican and your friend is a Democrat. You guys can have different points of view, but can you still work together to come up with some kind of shared goal or purpose? Can you agree to disagree and still move forward and work together? Now, how will these items be assessed? Well, they will be assessed by the Department Core Objective Assessment, which we call the signature assignment. This will be located in Canvas. You will get information about this later in the term, so that you can work on it. It should take you only a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So I will try to have that information up for you by the end of this week. Now, the method of instruction. This is an internet-based course. This course will only be administered through online. Therefore, there are 3 very important things you have to know. First of all, you must have regular access to a computer. You must have reliable internet connection. And finally, you must realize that this is a 3-hour course. That means that you should have, at a bare minimum, 3 hours of work, instruction, and assignments per week. Please note that this 3 hours of work, instruction, and assignments does not include reading, does not include prep work, and does not include studying. Most instructors will tell you that you have 3 hours worth of work, and then for every course you have, you should probably put in 3 hours worth of reading, studying, and prep work. So to be successful in a 3-credit course, it's actually more like 6 credits. Now, some of you might say, well, wait a minute, this is a 3-credit course, this is a 3-hour course. Why do I have to do 6 credits or 6 hours worth of work? Why shouldn't my reading and my prep work and my studying be included in that 3 hours? Well, my answer is to ask yourself another question. If you were taking this face-to-face, would you be allowed to read and study and prepare in the middle of class when you're sitting in a Navarro College classroom? Obviously, no. You're supposed to prepare, read, study outside of class. So those items are outside the realm of the course. The 3 hours worth of work are going to be class assignments, quizzes, things of that nature. Now, that being said, most of that stuff is not that time consuming. So you should have leftover time within that 3 hours of instruction that you could probably get a lot of your reading and your studying, some of your studying done. Now, Navarro College uses the Canvas Learning Management System. For those of you who are, returning Navarro College students, you probably know by now that when you take an online course, that all of your course assignments and announcements will be located in the Canvas Learning Management System. So what you'll do is you'll log on. I suggest you log on 3 to 4 times a week to make sure that not only do you not miss any assignments being posted, but also announcements. I will try to post an announcement a few times a week to let you know, you've got an assignment due, or maybe there's an announcement from the school. And so then you'll be able to go in and check it that way. Remember also to please check your email, your Navarro College email quite often for announcements from the school as well. Now, to access your Canvas, what you should do is first go to canvas.navarrocollege.edu. Once you get to that website, it'll ask for a username and a password. Your username is your MyNC and the password is either whatever password you're given by the school or whatever password you've changed it to. If you need help with your password, you should be able to reset it right there on the screen. If that doesn't work, you can contact the Navarro College Help Desk. Finally, click the course located in your Canvas dashboard. In this case, you'll look for GOVT-2306. Now, this course also uses materials from the textbook publisher. Therefore, you must have Pearson MindTap access code. This normally comes prepackaged from the Navarro College bookstore, but for those of you who are buying it directly from the publisher, there is a way to buy the access code directly from them. So don't worry about that. That is something that you don't have to go to campus to get. Now, this slide says that this course requires proctored testing. You may test in the Navarro College Testing Center or at home using the Lockdown browser. Well, this is, of course, the 2020 semester, and obviously we will not be reopening the college for weeks, if at all, due to this coronavirus, the COVID-19 illness. So for this term only, this requirement is out, okay? The proctored testing will not be done here for the spring 2020 semester. But please note going forward when we reopen and when this is gone that you must either test at the Navarro College Testing Center or at home using the Lockdown browser and webcam. But for this term, it is not required. Now, the method of evaluation. How do we decide? How do we determine your grade? Well, there are 3 types of assignments. First of all, you have the exams. There will be 2 major exams, a midterm exam and a final exam. These exams will consist of multiple choice, true or false, matching, or short answer essay questions. Your exams will make up 50% of the overall course grade, and exams are eligible for makeup with excused absences at my discretion. Prior to starting an exam, though, you will need to read the testing policies that I will place in Canvas. I will put those testing policies in Canvas 7 days, 1 week before the exam. Number 2 is the signature assignment. This is that assignment that's used to evaluate the core objectives portion of the course. This assignment will be due the Friday prior to the last day of class. I will provide that date for you in Canvas when I set up the signature assignment. And the signature assignment is worth 10% of your overall course grade. Finally, MindTap assignments. MindTap assignments and chapter quizzes are available in Canvas through the publisher. These assignments are used to assess not just your student learning outcomes portion of the course, but also whether or not you're learning the information that I would request. Now, there's 2 different types of assignments. There is class assignments or coursework, and that is worth 20% of the overall course grade. There are also chapter quizzes, and these are worth 20% of the overall grade. The way you will work MindTap is you will log in and you will read the chapter and complete the assignments with the chapter. Some of these assignments have 1 or 2 questions, some of them have 5 or 10. But if you work through the chapter and do the assignments with the reading, you should do very well. Now, please note that someone at the end of the term is going to email me and say, Mr. Edler, I don't understand my grade. I'm adding up all of my assignments, dividing them by the number of assignments. I think I should have an A. You say I have a C. Please note, as I've put here on the slide, that assignments are weighted. Exams are worth 50% of the course grade. MindTap, the coursework is worth 20, chapter quizzes are worth 20, and the signature assignment is worth 10. So you will add up the exams, get the average, divide it by 0.5. You'll do the same thing, or 0.05. You'll do the same thing for signature assignments and MindTap. It is not, everything is not equal. So please keep that in mind. Also, please note that there is no extra credit. I will not offer extra credit in this class. The class grade is dependent on the work that is assigned. Please do not email me asking for special assignments to be created to assist your grade. Do not ask for extra credit. Do not negotiate for extra credit. I will not be doing that. That is not necessarily my policy per se. That is Navarro College policy. I understand that some instructors do extra credit, but they are not following our policy, or they have a different department policy that allows it. Now, the grade criteria. At the end of the semester, you will get a letter grade A through F. If you end with a numerical grade of 90 to 100, you will get an A. 80 to 89, you will get a B. 70 to 79, you will get a C. 60 to 69, you will get a D. And 59 or below, you will receive an F. Now, the attendance policy. Remember, this is an online course, and regular online work is a key to success in this course. So daily or weekly participation is necessary. For the first week, please remember that students must complete the first assignment by the designated deadline to document participation in the course. This course goes from Monday through Sunday. So please make sure you complete one of the graded assignments from week 1 during that first week. Any student that does not complete the first week's work will be dropped automatically from the course by the registrar's office. I do not drop you. The registrar's office will drop you. My suggestion is that you do the student introduction discussion board. That is the best assignment for you to do to make sure that you are not dropped from the course. Now, I can withdraw a student from the course for insufficient participation. However, if you want to drop the course, please do not rely on me to do so. Withdraw yourself. Contact the registrar's office, get a drop slip, fill it out, and they will drop you from the course. If you don't drop the course and you quit participating, it will result in a grade of F at the end of the semester. That being said, if there's any major issues, you have some kind of physical or mental matter that comes up, I would suggest you contacting the Office of Disability Services at Navarro College. You may be eligible for a grade of incomplete. They may have stuff available to assist you in getting back on track. So please reach out to one of our counselors at the Office of Disability Services so that they may help you. Please remember that under current Texas law, students can drop a maximum of 6 courses during their undergraduate career. This means not just Navarro College, but wherever you go for your 4-year education. Before you decide to withdraw from this course, be sure you understand those consequences. Remember, for every course you drop at the 2-year level, that's 1 less course you can drop at the 4-year level. If you have any questions, please contact the office of the registrar. Now, if you're asking in an online setting, how do I drop the course? Well, to drop the course, I have a link here in the slides. It is also on your paper copy of your syllabus. Click on this, and it will let you drop the course. The class makeup policy. Well, first of all, class assignments. Due to the fact that these assignments are available for 1 week, 7 days, these assignments are usually not eligible for makeup. That being said, if you have a documented excused absence as defined by our Navarro College Student Handbook, that can be waived. This would be the class assignments that are packaged within MindTap. Now it says that here with the MindTap, it says these assignments are self-paced. That's technically true, but to get credit, you have to have them done by the end of the week that they are supposed to be done. I do ask, though, I like to be flexible, so I do ask to make sure that you at least have the Unit 1 items done before the midterm and the Unit 2 items done by the final exam. You can't do well on the exams unless you've done the assignments. So they're self-paced in that you have all week to do them, but you should still have them done before the end of the week. If you're missing an assignment, that's fine. Just make sure you have it done by the midterm or by the final. Now, the midterm exam is eligible for makeup. If you have a documented excused absence, you should, within 48 hours, email me, letting me know that you missed the exam and that you are requesting a makeup. Once you contact me, I will assign you a date and time, to make up the exam. These will be negotiable between you and me. It's not a situation where you can just say, I'm taking it this day at 2 o'clock. I'm going to tell you, here are your options. You choose the best one, and that is when you take it. Okay? So this is between you and me. It's not a, this is when I can take it, Mr. Edler, and that's it. The final exam, students are not required to take, first of all, you are required to take the final exam during the final exam week. You can't take it early. You can't take it late. Students cannot negotiate to take the exam early because you need to leave or you're going on vacation. It must be done within the final exam week. If you have to take the final exam early, and it is a major emergency, I cannot approve that. It has to be approved through the executive dean. Therefore, you will have to write me and the executive dean an email stating why you want to take the final exam early, and also giving us some kind of documentation as to why we should allow it. At that point, the executive dean, not me, will make the decision whether or not that will be allowed. Now, classroom policies. First of all, Confidentiality and mandatory reporting. Students may choose to share personal information or experiences with me. This can be done through written assignments, class discussions, presentations, or conferences with the instructor. While we do strive to keep your information private, we are also required to report information about sexual misconduct, childhood abuse, and criminal activity to the proper authorities. So just keep that in mind if you write an essay about being sexually assaulted and I read that, I have to then submit that to the proper authorities. I'm required by law. Students can also speak to someone confidentially by contacting the North Star Mobile Crisis at 1-800-260-8000, or you can contact one of our Navarro College counselors at 903-875-7393. Now, course content and rigor. Please remember that this is a college-level course, and these courses may include controversial, sensitive, and/or adult materials. Students are expected, by signing up for college, that they are ready for college-level rigor and content. So if you are someone who can't take controversial, sensitive, or adult material, you need to contact me ASAP. Email. Navarro College students are required to use their Navarro College email. This is a requirement to correspond with instructors and other Navarro College personnel. No emails from personal accounts will be responded to by myself. So if you send me something from your Hotmail address, the first time you do it, I'm going to email you and say, I can't respond to you here. Please email me through your Navarro College email address. If you do it again, I will simply ignore it. You have to email me. You have to email me through that official Navarro College email address. No emails from personal accounts will be responded to by myself. Academic integrity. Students are expected to do their own work at all times. Cheating is considered a very serious offense. Serious consequences can result from you cheating. This includes a grade of 0, course failure, and/or removal from the program. College officials may begin action against a student accused of cheating on academic work. Please note that cheating is not just looking off of someone else's paper. It's also using unauthorized materials, collaborating without authorization, purchasing, selling, buying class materials, substituting for another student, stealing or using people's thoughts without credit, which is what we call plagiarism, or taking from class any testing material. Student conduct in online classes. Please note that all students that are enrolled in an online class have to follow the same rules that you would in a traditional classroom. This means the tenets of common decency and acceptable behavior that are conducive to a positive learning environment, in this case, a positive online learning environment. Please note that behavior deemed by me, the instructor, to be disruptive may result in a student being dropped from the course. I will give warnings. For example, if we are in the discussion and someone says something inappropriate, I will usually delete their comment and then I will reach out to the student and tell them that it's inappropriate and why. That will be their warning. If they do it again, they do get a 0 for the assignment. The third time, I will turn that over to the administration. This has never actually happened. I've never had a student go past the warning stage, but this is something that all students need to be aware of that could happen. Please note that the course syllabus and the course calendar may be changed as the term progresses at my discretion or the department or the college as a whole, and especially if there's any kind of major disaster or emergency. The course syllabus is considered to be firm unless it has to change. Now, I will never change the course syllabus to penalize you. It will only be done to assist you. This is a list of the major course topics that we will discuss this term. We will first start out by looking at Texas's political roots. Then we'll look at culture and diversity. We'll look at Texas in its role in the federal system. We'll look at the Texas Constitution, followed by voting and elections in the state of Texas. We'll look at political parties and interest groups in the state of Texas. Then we will look at all three branches of the Texas government. We will look at the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. And then we will finish up the course looking at law and due process, local government, and finally, public policy in the state of Texas. Institutional policies. Please note that students are expected and required to have read the student handbook and to consult appropriate sections of the college catalog for general academic information. Please note that if you're having any kind of problem with Canvas or you just need help with your online course that I can't help you with, that's not subject matter, that you should contact Mr. Matt Miller. Matt Miller is our Dean of Online Instruction at Navarro College. His phone number is 903-875-7422, and his email is matt.miller@navarrocollege.edu. For all subject matter, meaning it has to do with Texas government, Government 2306, contact me. But for all technical issues, please contact Mr. Miller. Okay? A lot of students will contact me about technical issues. I have no way of fixing anything technical. It has to be reported to Mr. Miller and his staff. Finally, here is a list of links to different tools and resources that you might need throughout the semester. This is the direct link to Canvas, http://canvas.navarrocollege.edu. I would actually have that saved. It is actually better to go straight to that site versus having to go through the Navarro College website. If the college website is down, you can still access the Canvas portion, but if you don't have this link and you're going through Navarro College's website, you may not be able to access the course, so please keep that in mind. Canvas's student guide, which will help you navigate Canvas. My NC, self-service. There's a link for the library in case you have to do any kind of research. Tutoring services. We do have history and political science tutors available for you. Disability services, the one-stop service desk, student support and administration, and finally, the Navarro College e-learning. There is also links to information that we have discussed during this lecture on the course orientation. There's a link to academic decorum. There's a link to academic integrity. There's a link to the college catalog so that you could read it if you've not read it already. Our campus safety policy is listed at this link here. If you're interested in your privacy rights, the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA, our discussion on FERPA is available at that link there. Student rights and responsibilities, and finally the student handbook. As always, if anybody has any questions on this syllabus, please let me know. You can email me at scotty.edler@navarrocollege.edu, or you may give me a call at 940-642-5219. Thank you so much. Have a great day.